everyone, it's Sarah here, and today I'll be speaking about 11 style hacks for sustainability. I think there's a spotlight on the world of fast fashion right now, and rightly so. It's having a huge impact on the earth, on the environment. Hopefully you might get some ideas that you could try out here too. So number one is develop your own sense of style. So style is something that is unique to you. It doesn't go out of fashion. It doesn't have a change of trends every couple of weeks. So how can you do this? Well, you can invest some time in learning about your style personality, whether you are a creative type, a romantic type, or a classic type. You could also invest some time in getting to know your body type so that you can understand what clothes suit you best, so that when you do go shopping, you buy clothes that suit you well and you'll wear over and over again. The same is true for learning about your colors, what colors suit you. So if you go home and you put on that piece of clothing that you've just bought and you feel like it's making you look tired or worn out, or it's, creating bags under your eyes, you're not going to wear that item. But if you learn about what colors suit you best, they will uplift you and you'll get loads of compliments, and so you'll want to wear that item time and time again. So instead of following fast fashion trends, you can buy something that is going to stand the test of time, it won't go out of fashion, and it's unique to you. Number two is buy secondhand or pre-loved clothes. I think there was maybe a stigma about buying secondhand clothes a few years ago, that they would be old, tatty pieces, but that's not the case. You can get some really good, well looked after clothes. Sometimes they haven't even been worn. So you can find some gems in secondhand shops and in vintage clothing stores. Number three, care for your clothes. So how often have you bought an item of clothing, you've not read the instructions on the label on how to care for it, how to wash it, you've just thrown it in the wash, maybe it's shrunk, maybe the colour has faded, or it's picked up on colours from other clothes that you wash your clothes with, and it's no longer useful, or you're no longer able to wear it. So you've worn it once, maybe even a couple of times, and now it's only fit for the bin. You can't even pass it on to somebody else. If you're not willing to put the time into the care of your clothes, for example, if it's hand wash or dry clean, if you can't put the time in to take care of your clothes, leave it back and choose something that is easy to look after and easy to maintain, so that it stays in your wardrobe longer. Number four is do your research when shopping online. So make smart choices when you're shopping online. I know it's really easy to buy the same piece of item, maybe in a couple of different sizes, because you don't know how it will fit, or a couple of different colors because you don't know what color will suit you best. And it's easy to return. The shipping is free, so why not? So here's a scary fact I learned from a TED Talk, which I will link below. 4 billion pounds of returned items ended up in landfill in 1 year. Why is this the case? Well, there's simply nowhere to store these items once they're returned, and the most economical way to deal with them is to put them in landfill. This is something to consider when buying online. Number five, wash your clothes on a full wash. So by washing your clothes in a full wash, you are reducing the friction caused between clothes in the washing machine, which means the less friction there is between clothes, the less microfibers are released into the environment. This is especially important if they are synthetic fibers, you've got plastic in your clothes, and these are being released into the environment. Going into the sea, the fish eat the microfibers, we eat the fish. You see where this is going. It's not good for the environment. Number six is air dry your clothes. So when possible, it's much better for your clothes and for the environment if you can air dry them rather than put them in the tumble dryer, for example. Now, if you live in a climate like I do in Ireland, you may not always have the opportunity to put the clothes out on the line because it rains a lot. However, you can still put them on inside in on a clothes horse and dry them that way. Yes, it might take a little bit longer, but by not using the tumble dryer, you're using less energy, and again, those microfibers that I mentioned before are not being released into the environment. Number 7, create a capsule wardrobe. So a capsule wardrobe is a wardrobe that you can choose by season if you like, and it has between 30 and 40 pieces in it, depending how strict you are with yourself. Some people like to include their shoes in this, some people don't. You can put accessories into this if you really want to be strict, but generally speaking, we're talking about our tops, our jeans, and maybe coats. Number 8, if you don't love it, then leave it. So when you're shopping and you're trying things on and you're thinking, it's okay, it'll do. No, it won't do. Put it back. Because if you only feel okay in it in the shop, what makes you think you're going to go home and feel fabulous in your new clothes? So if you don't love it in the shop, leave it. Use the money and invest it in something nicer next time. When you find something you love, you will wear it again and again. Number 9, invest in key pieces. So there are items in fashion that are always going to be on trend. They're going to come around season after season, year after year. For example, a camel coat. So we know every fall or winter, the camel coat is going to be a staple in your wardrobe. Invest in one really good one that you know is going to stand the test of time and will see you through season after season. Number 10, shopping for denim. So denim consumes around 2,900 gallons of water per pair of jeans in its production. This is quite a lot of resources being used. When you're buying denim, you might want to consider buying a darker denim rather than a lighter one. Why is this? Well, when the denim is bleached, a lot more chemicals are used in the bleaching process, and these chemicals are then washed away with this 2,900 gallons of water into the environment. And finally, number 11. So when you're shopping, try to choose natural fabrics when possible. When we wash our clothes, microfibers are released into the environment. So we're better off choosing natural fibers rather than synthetic fibers, because either way they're going to end up in the environment after we wash them. So at least the natural fibers are something that will break down, whereas if there's plastic microfibers, these are not going to break down and they just keep going through the ecosystem. That's it from me today, guys. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I would love to hear what your style sustainability hacks are. If you comment below, I'd love to check them out and get more ideas. I hope you found this useful, and I look forward to talking to you next time.